Walking in late, always. Okay, so the equation is written in vertex form. You see the parentheses. We can take the vertex away from it. Now, part A says write the equation for the axis of symmetry. Keyword equation. So let's go back over it. What's an axis of symmetry? What does it do to the parabola?
It splits it in half equally.
Okay, splits it in half equally. What kind of split?
In the middle.
What am I splitting it with?
Line. Vertical line.
A vertical line. Since the vertical line goes right down the middle, that means it also goes through the...
X-axis.
No.
The vertex.
Vertex. It goes through the vertex, right?
Yeah.
So it is a vertical line. We use bucks to help us with vertical lines. What letter helps us with the equation of a vertical line? So whenever you write the axis of symmetry, it must be written as x equals a number. And in this case, x is equal to what number of the vertex?
-8.
-8. So that was the only acceptable answer for part A. And this was on the translations homework. Now, domain. We know for the domain, if we're given an equation, if the numbers don't mean anything, if there's no context, they don't mean height, distance, time, anything like that, what would the domain be?
All real numbers.
All real numbers. Or you could have drawn the symbol, all real numbers. The range. The range is the one that you have to figure out every single time, okay? Now you don't need an actual graph to find the range. You need the vertex and you need the value of A. A is where in the equation?
In between.
Not in between.
In front of the parentheses.
In front of the parentheses. Now there is no number in front of the parentheses, so that means that the number in front of this parentheses is
1.
And a positive 1 tells us that our parabola is a U or an N? A U. Okay. So our parabola is a U. Our vertex is -8, 0. And since it's at the bottom of the parabola, this is what type of vertex?
Minimum.
It is a minimum. Okay. So now we can find the range. Range is what values, the X or the Y?
Y.
These are your Y values. So are we going to use that -8 or the 0?
0.
And that minimum, is that going to be written on the left or the right side?
Left.
On the left side. 0, less than or equal to Y, less than or equal to what?
Negative. Positive infinity.
Positive infinity. Now, is this an acceptable answer, the way it's written?
No.
No. How would we write our answer?
Y is less than or greater than 0.
You flip it around. Y, not less than.
Greater.
Y is greater than or equal to 0. And Kennedy is zoned out, probably fell asleep already with his eyes open. Slightly cracked open. Okay. Do I need to go back over how to do that?
No.
Okay. Look at number 9. We have a graph. It started off as x squared. That's your parent function. And it became f of x plus 3 minus 10. That is written in
Vertex.
So what was changed? The what?
The K.
If it started if it started off written as a parent function, x squared, and then they changed it and now it's written in what form? Vertex form. Then what did they change? The vertex. So what is the vertex of the new function?
-3, -10.
Remember, it became a plus sign because you inserted a negative, right? So the new vertex is -3, -10. What you should have done is graphed -3, -10, right? And it's asking for a what? A sketch. So since it's a sketch, it's still a what shape?
U.
A U shape. You're leaving. Are you going to be here this afternoon? Yes. Yeah. I didn't know if you had track or something. She said no. Okay. Look at number 10. Dash to solid. Dash to solid. What happened?
It shifted down.
It shifted down. So this plus D, all it's telling us is, or all it's asking is, how many did it shift down?
9.
It shifted down 9. Now, some of you wrote it as an equation as x squared minus 9. I accepted that, but really it says find the value of D. D is negative 9. Okay. Another thing that we can recap that we haven't covered with these 3 problems, what are the zeros?
3 and negative 3.
Negative 3.
X-intercepts, which are negative 1
3.
and positive 3. Yeah. Okay.
You said negative.
I said, oh, so negative 3, positive 3. Negative 3, positive 3. Sorry. All right, today's lesson, page 99.
That means tomorrow's 100.
Tomorrow is 100. All right. Now, we have had a whole unit on factoring. What were the 3 different methods of factoring?
I don't know.
Look at your notes.
I don't remember which paper they were.
Look at your current notes for hints. Everybody, look at your current notes for hints. Hey, the notes that are in front of your faces has hints. The notes that you just picked up.
Diamond, kidnap and simplify.
Diamond kidnap. There's another one, not simplify.
Diamond, kidnap, and box. Dang.
Not box. What was the 3rd method that we learned other than diamond and kidnap?
I don't know.
Simplify is when you have to double simplify it. Like if your fraction gets smaller and then. There was one more.
I don't know. I know what you're talking
Look at the board.
Board.
Look at the schedule. What was the 3rd method?
Root. Square root.
I already said no to that. Square root method. Square root method.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay. So, diamond kidnap, square root method. We already learned how to factor, but there's an additional step whenever you solve those quadratics. If the question is asking you to solve or find the solutions, you have to solve. There's an additional step. Because the whole point of quadratics is to look for the x-intercepts. What are words for the x-intercept? We just went over one of them. The zeros. One that starts with an R.
The root.
Roots. Now put stars next to this one. If you're solving something, you're finding the solution. Okay? So with problems like this on quadratics, it'll ask you what are the solutions to this quadratic function. Asking you for the solutions means that you need to solve. Okay? So the steps to solve. First thing, you need to make sure that all of your terms are on the same side of the equal sign. You need to make sure all terms are on the same side of the equal sign. That's what it means to set it equal to 0. All terms, same side.
Nice. Huh?
Now, if all of your terms are not on the same side, that will actually that will cause you to get a wrong answer because it'll change the sign on your answer. Okay? How do I move that 2x to go back to the left side with the x squared and the 3?
Huh?
Think back to solving equations. Let's wake up. let's wake up, think back to solving equations. How do I move 2x back to the left side of the equation? Subtract it.
Or no, you add what?
It's positive. Opposite of plus is minus. So why did I write a plus? Because opposite of a plus 2x is a minus 2x. When you subtract the 2x, make sure you write your trinomial the correct way, standard form, x squared minus 2x minus 3. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So all we've done is set it equal to 0. Okay? We have moved all the terms to the same side. Then we factor. What method are we going to use to factor this?
Diamond.
How do you know you go straight to diamond?
Because there's no coefficient in front of x squared.
There's no coefficient in front of x squared. There is no number in front of x squared, so you go straight to the diamond method. When you set up your diamond method, what number goes at the top?
-3.
-3, and at the bottom?
2.
-2.
Oh.
Okay, so the solutions to my diamond are
-1 and 2. No, -1, 2. No.
so in y1 you can put what?
1, -3.
In y1, what would you put? So you can get the correct answer to your diamond every single time.
-3 divided by x.
-3 divided by x. In y2?
X plus y1.
Okay. You are going to get a note card, so make sure you are, what? Writing this down. How do you put y1 into the calculator? Because I've already gotten that question again. Even though it should be in your notes.
Alpha trees enter.
If this is not written in your notes, I am not helping you on your assignment.
I'm going to write down my sticky note.
You better write it down right now. Is it written down? Let me see. I don't see your y1, y2.
My pen don't want to work.
Well, then grab a pencil.
I ain't got one.
Where can you grab pencils here?
I don't know.
They've been in the same spot every single day. All right. Find the solutions to this diamond. What are the solutions to this diamond?
1, -3.
Remember, I showed you how to do this to take the guessing out of this. So I don't need guesses. I just need answers. X plus 1, x minus 3. All right. Those are your factors, okay? That's after you're done factoring. Now, there's an additional step that you need to take whenever it's asking you to solve the quadratic. To solve the quadratic, step number 3, set each binomial equal to 0. You're going to turn each one of these binomials into an equation. When you turn it into an equation, you just set it equal to 0, and each equation becomes a 1 or 2 step equation depending on whether you went diamond method, straight diamond, or whether you did kidnap, okay? Now, the first equation is just a 1-step equation. How do you move the 1 back over?
You subtract it.
-1. So you get x equals
-1.
-1. And then the second one,
Is
you add the 3. So you get x equals 3.
You mean, what's
Both of these numbers represent points on the graph. What points on the graph do they represent? They represent the x-intercept. So solving or taking that additional step after factoring and solving the equation, what you're looking for is your roots, your zeros, your x-intercepts. -1, 0. 3, 0. Some students make the mistake of jumping the gun and saying, okay, well, my zeros are 1 and -3. They forget to solve, to create the equation and solve. If you don't create the equation and solve, you'll get the sign wrong. So that's why it's very important to take that additional step. But x equals -1, -1 x-intercept. X equals 3, 3 x-intercept. you're basically just looking for your x-intercepts, okay? All right. So let's look at example 1. It says, write a statement. This is how it would be worded on the STAR test. Write a statement about this trinomial that is true. Your answer, what you would do is fill in those statements. It would be in sentence form. So let's figure out how to do this. To solve this, first thing you do is factor it. How do you factor that trinomial? Which one of the 3 methods? Diamond, because there is no coefficient on A. What number goes at the top of my diamond?
6.
What number goes at the bottom?
5.
Okay, so what are the solutions to this diamond?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Put it into your binomial. X plus 2, x plus 3. Okay? Putting it into binomial, those are called your factors. That's what you get after you factor the trinomial. That's what you would put in here. X plus 2, x plus 3. That's what that part of the sentence in your answer choice would look like. Now, when it asks you for the zeros, that's because it wants you to solve. So now we're going to take that extra step. X plus 2 equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. And we solve. Okay. So plus 2 changes to?
-2.
Minus 2. Plus changes to minus. And then plus 3 changes to? Minus 3. So our zeros are -2 and -3. Those are your x-intercepts, your zeros. Okay. Questions?
No.
It's like we're factoring, but with an extra step. We're going to skip example 3 because example 3 has its own day, which is on tomorrow. I just got to get rid of that example on these notes. All right, example 2. What is the solution set? When it asks you for the solution,
X-intercept.
that means you need to solve, factor and solve. Let me just get rid of that. Hold on. I don't want to write that. I want to write factor and solve. Asking you for the solutions, you're factoring and solving. You're not just factoring, you're factoring and solving. Solution, solve. Solution, solve. SOL, solve, right? Now, first thing you need to make sure is that all of your terms are on the same side. Are all my terms on the same side?
No.
No. That means I need to bring what? Negative 4x back over by doing what? Adding it. So you get 5x squared plus 4x minus 12. Now that all of my terms are on the same side, how do we factor this?
Kidnap.
Okay, when you kidnap, you do what?
You multiply.
Multiply.
The 5 to the rest.
So 5 times negative 12 is?
-60.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
So negative 60 at the top, 4 at the bottom. No guessing. What are my factors here? What can you do? Put it in the calculator. Take the guessing out. Put it into y equals negative 60 over x. X plus y1.
But 5 is
If you guess, I'm going to be upset. That's a guess. Remove the hoodie. Put it in the calculator and stop guessing. Thank you. I did.
That was obvious, bro. I'm dumb. I just did say this.
Okay. Now, what is one step that a lot of students forget whenever you kidnap?
To put it back.
Give the kid back. What was the kid?
5.
So that means we divide by 5. What happens with the first binomial? What do we need to do?
You put the 5 in front of the x.
What do we call that?
Um,
Bottoms up?
yeah.
And what happens with the second binomial?
It divides into 2.
Mm-hmm. Now that's just the factoring part. They want us to factor and
So,
solve. So create an equation from each. 5x minus 6 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. First one is a two-step equation. We have two numbers on the same side as x, so that's a two-step equation. What's the first step?
so add 6.
Add 6. And then
Divide by 5.
divide by 5. So you get x is equal to 6 over 5. The second one,
Minus 2.
subtract the 2.
And that's it.
You get x equals
Negative 2.
-2. Now those are your zeros. Look at your answer choice and how it's written, right? You don't have parentheses. What are those called?
I don't know.
Does anybody know what those are called?
Huh?
For real?
Columns? Never heard the name of it. I swear if he gets it right because he said columns.
No.
Okay.
These?
Columns?
Y'all don't know what these are called?
Columns? Or brackets?
They're brackets.
How do you know?
And brackets. Brackets are not the same thing as parentheses.
Why not?
They're not the same thing. For brackets, they want the solution set. It's asking for the solution set. So if it asks for the solution set, they want just the 6 over 5 and the -2. This does not represent an ordered pair. This is not a point on the graph. These are the set of x-intercepts. Okay? This is a set of x-intercepts.
So that's what the B stood for in PEMDA.
No. No.
There wasn't a B in PEMDA.
There is no B in
Pen-
PEMDAS. It was a D. All right, skip down to number 4. Example 3, we're going to go back over that one, or we're going to go over that one tomorrow. It says, which value is a solution? You see the word solution. That means what? Factor and solve. How do you factor this one?
It's already solved for you.
All the terms are on the same side. So how do we factor it? Kidnap. Yes. But yes, very good. Always check to make sure all of the terms are on the same side. When we kidnap, we multiply 2 times 3 to get 6. Okay.
6 over -7.
6 over -7. And what are the two factors?
-1, -6. See, Miss, he took a thingy and you didn't get him in trouble.
He did it right.
Oh, because he took a guess. He didn't
It wasn't a guess. Not a guess if it's right.
Mine was right too.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was not.
All right. Don't forget to, if you kidnap,
Give it back.
give the kid back.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Okay? With the first one, what happens?
It turns into a half.
Bottoms up.
What?
With the second one?
Subtracts into 3. Or turns
Mhm.
into 3, whatever.
Okay. Now it does say find the solution. Solution means take that extra step to solve it. If you need to go to the side, that's why I gave you all that extra space. So 2x minus 1 equals 0. X minus 3 equals 0. What's the first step in solving for the first binomial?
Add the 1.
Add 1.
And then subtract by 2.
2x is equal to 1. And not subtract, you
Divide.
divide. Divide by 2. In the second equation, how do we solve that one?
You add the 3.
Add the 3.
And that's it.
So my answers are 1/2, and 3.
I'm gonna draw that weird thing with like a line and a 3 and then a 1.
Bracket?
No. No, I'm talking about the line and then the 3 and the line.
That's the add symbol. That's the and or.
Exactly that.
Oh, this?
Yeah, that.
Oh,
It's
it's
just-
not a
I write it
3.
like a little 3.
It says for and.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the and symbol. All right, example 5. This question is asking specifically, it does ask for the solution, so that means we have to factor and solve, but they only want part of the answer. What part?
the positive.
Positive solution. Okay. Now, the first thing you check is to make sure what?
If it's on the same side.
Everything's on the same side. Is it?
No.
So what do we do with 9x?
You have to add it.
Add it back to the other side. So plus 9x. Okay, we get x squared plus 9x minus 36. How do we factor this one?
You diamond.
Diamond. What goes at the top?
Negative 36.
Thank you for saying negative. And at the bottom?
Negative
9.
9.
Just 9.
What?
What are the factors to this diamond? Take the guessing out. Take the guessing out. Don't guess.
It gotta include 9 in it.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
It has a 6 in my
3 and negative 12.
Yeah, that makes sense. Negative 312.
Did you put the negative on the 36 in y equals?
Yeah.
I was a bit
Hmm?
sick.
You did? Look for, did you find the positive 9 or the negative 9 in the table?
On my phone.
I don't know. So
Wait for that circle to go away. Yeah, you found the negative 9, not positive 9. What's up?
So I just to be clear, I go and look for
The bottom number and the bottom number is the
Nah,
positive 9. This is a negative 9. So
So
positive
for
9 is up here.
So look for it in the Y. The Y.
Yeah, bottom number in red.
I agree.
Yes.
No, I
Bottom number in red. Okay, so we found it. It is x minus 3, x plus 12. Once again, a lot of students, especially with a problem like this, if you jump the gun, you could easily make a mistake and say, oh, well, my negative solution is negative 3 and my positive solution is positive 12. But what have they forgot to do?
They forgot to die.
You have to solve, okay?
Did you
I'm
say
actually...
Shaw. Oh. I heard him say died for a second. I was like, what?
Now, this minus 3 is going to change to plus. So after solving, you'll notice 3 is your positive solution
And 12 is your negative.
and 12 is your negative.
So we put negative 12 and negative.
With one-step equations, yes, I am okay if negative 12. If you don't do this part on your assignment,
If I just get it.
I'm not okay with guessing. If you've noticed that with one-step equation, all you do is change the sign, that's fine. I get it. With two-step equations, please solve it, okay? Make sure you end up with your correct fraction. Yeah, that's it. Any questions on this lesson?